are back. Hi. Goal, finish 2 N3 factors in the next hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, it looks like Breakout does a thing. Cool. Switch view. Get to work. I think that what we're going to do in order to have the levels be made, something like this. Now these do have to be freed as well, don't they? I think these do have to be freed. A little awkward. We're not going to have any way to free these, are we? Well, we'll just do this for now. How do I do this in the original code? I think I just do like int num maps. Okay, so that gives you puzzle state. You don't need to allocate the m's or the logs. You init all the m's and then what? Int goal height max moves. Why do you init puzzle state? Num maps. Okay, so this is different from initializing the n. So we can actually do this. So for we do int goal height rand %9 plus 5. No, it's not rand. That's not how it works at all. This should be 4, right? Int. Pi is exclusive, I believe. So then this should be fine. So this is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. Min moves. We do init level. Puzzle state level. This is good. So now we have this done. We don't need any of this. And now we have to do pi object levels handle pi tuple pack. I could return it as a tuple, but I think we'll return this as a dict. Okay. And then we do return dict. So now we can return a pointer to this dictionary. Get rid of all this crap. And then init still needs to have this handle object. Oh, I can do it this way. So this is handle object wargs state. We can call this state, yeah. Levels, state, puzzles. Let's do puzzles. Oh no, it can be state, right? Yeah, this can be state. So state, this levels handle, and then this is puzzles. Puzzles handle. Okay, so now we have the state. And then we have to do pi the levels handle. And then we have, what is it? Level handle, level star levels. Okay. And then we can pretty much just tab this because this is basic. Let's see if this looks good. So we unpack levels. We unpack it to void pointer. That should be reasonable enough. Do end levels and puzzles. Okay. So this is now your basic init. And I don't see the stream up. Hang on. Okay, we are live. Good. Logs. Perf score, return length. Perfect. Doesn't have anything that we need to worry about. So this is everything here. And now all we need to do is end puzzles and levels. So we'll do like level star level, level star all levels, puzzle state star all puzzles. Okay. And then int num levels, like this. And now I believe on reset, yeah, this doesn't get called anywhere. So what happens is when it's done, they call this, right? And on reset, it's actually pretty similar. So I think what we're going to do I'm feeling good actually. Let's just knock this out right now. Okay, so we just call set puzzle. You need the index, right? Int index equals rand percent and num levels. We'll call it num maps. Okay. And then now we will set the puzzle. from the all puzzles buffer. And now literally all we have to do, done, we look for dones. This should be getting set to 1 somewhere. Doesn't seem to be getting set to 1. Huh. Okay. So, where's dones? Done equals C step. Ah, okay, so it's the return of C step. I believe this needs to be a void. So now, instead of doing this, this is just going to be a C reset. And then this is a simple return. C reset. This is a C reset. Boom. And now this should load random levels. So the only thing is we have to adjust all of this bullshit logging because of the new log format. Delete all that. Goodbye. Log. Log buffer. I think the env log is actually really easy, isn't it? Don't need to zero the log. I guess there's episode return, right? We have tick. Okay. So we need to have like a few of these variables, I believe, right? Where's the add log? I deleted it. Well, no big deal. We'll just add it back. But with it's going to be substantially different anyways. We'll just do void add log. And then we'll do C tower climb. And then this can take we can just do env log dot perf and just do log buffer maybe. Okay, so now we have our log buffer. This is env buffer. Oops. It's actually just env buffer. Very clean. Okay. Add log env. Perfect. And then we also have, was it free? Free initialize becomes C close. Okay, so now we have to make this thing work. Oh, wait, we also have the client, right? Client is not going to be in this struct. So we do client star client in there, make client. Yep. We do if and client. New API shenanigans. All right. We also need the .c file. Ay. Look at all that forward pass shenanigans. Poor Spencer, I made him do all this. Init random level. Okay. I think you have to reset here. All right, we have some bugs. This needs to be forward declared. Client. The heck? Oh. Oh. Env client enable animation. Let's try that. We'll just do client. We'll just do it this way. Okay, and now we have C step done. Plus plus. This is now incorporated into the env itself. This runs a perf test. Does get a division by 0. Rand percent envnum maps. Envnum maps needs to be set. For climb.h. This is random level. Init random level. This is allocate. Okay, now this runs a perf test. We still have some null pointer shenanigans. Because you're intended to generate some puzzle states outside. So we're going to just try tower climb dot c. This is running demo, not perf test. Good. So what we're supposed to do, 10. Okay. Now we have this, and then we do like so, and maps. Ooh. Undeclared. Yo, okay. I don't know why it takes so long. That's a good policy. Holy. Hey, Weston. This is Spencer's policy. Loaded on his env. This actually looks really good, so I think that there's just some jank in the Python version. Is there an anti-aliasing option? I believe we did that in Impulse Wars, right? Set config flags. Oh yeah, he already has it. Fuel. It's choosing left, right, up, push. It's a little more complicated than that. It's based off of like an actual puzzle game. It's a weird Japanese puzzle game. You can pull blocks, you can push blocks, you can hang off of ledges, you can climb blocks, bunch of stuff. It is quite cool. Now, I believe this one has missing semicolons. All right. So these are all the things that the init function needs that we have not yet set. So this here env num maps. Boom. This does not need init grid. This does need a different init, I believe. Init level? No. Init puzzle state? Init is what we want. Just want init. And unpacks everything else. And then this needs to be all levels. And all puzzles. We will see if we can get this thing to compile and work. No member name terminals, we can fix that. Actually, I think duns, this here has duns as well, right? So we have to do an s/duns/terminals. And then citations. Try it again. The goal is to get all the M's ported today. Except for Impulse Wars, because that Impulse Wars is a nightmare. Everything else should be fine. Be like, hey, Captain, I have every env ported but yours. Help. Please port. I will help you do it, but... For train? Probably sweep. This has got to be sweep, and it's like metric equals this. I didn't see that in the log. I don't see levels completed anywhere either. Probably just score, right? Okay, so this thing runs. It takes quite a while to gen those levels. I'm a little suspicious of that. Okay. That is perf. That is 80-something%. And it does seem to now be crashing back down. Possibly this thing needs some custom params. Possibly defaults are bad, but this does run. And at least initially it was training. Yeah, so this is definitely... Oh yeah, there we go. It's just a little unstable, so we'll have to retune a little bit. But like 90% instantly. I'm confident that's correct. Going through and understanding how env binding.h works. Glad you made it so no more Scython. I am trying. It is hard. Of course, we're here to fix RL. Took me about an hour total. So we got an hour 10 to do MOBA, which may be a little ambitious, but at least it's my own code, so hopefully I know how it works. So this is MOBA, for anyone who hasn't seen it. It is a miniature version. Oops. It is a miniature version of like OpenAI 5 Dota. Dota inspired, at least. There we go. You have skills. You have minions, you have creeps, you've got towers, which are stars. Got all sorts of things. I don't know if the AoE is not rendering or what. The AoE does not seem to be working, which is a little odd. For that, like, one specific thing to not work. But hey, that's okay. We will port this. Last thing in the extensions path. Once this goes away, Scython is done. I guess technically we have like one or two small other tests that use Scython, but yeah, getting rid of it very quickly. There's so much freaking code. And so much code. Now, I believe the one thing that's tough here is the shared map initialization. I believe that's a little tough. Yeah, so right here, this is the only thing that's hard. And actually, I think that we kind of just do this pretty easily. We kind of just do this pretty damn easily, huh? Like, this doesn't even need any args. It's literally just... Oh, well, crap, it's a NumPy file. We have to write that we have to read from that file, I guess, right? Do I have any like loading example code in C? I could have sworn I had some. Wait, we have it literally here. We literally have it here. Huh. Look at that. Lovely. Boom. Look at that. Now, all we have to do is put these into a PyDict, I guess. So PyObject star path buffer handle. Finding stuff is basically copy paste the name of the vars. Well, this is a bit more complicated because I'm doing fancy shared init stuff. Right? So this is specifically this thing is like 200 something megabytes. So if I give each instance of the environment one of these, you'll out of memory your computer. So what we do instead is we share this object across all instances of the env. So that requires a little bit of custom logic. That's all I'm doing. And I had like you needed to do this anyways for the C demo, so it's very similar logic. Okay, so this is literally it. Return passing vars for your env, yes. It's very easy for your env. We get into some shenanigans here because the Python C API is kind of ass. Yeah, come on, get your Sudoku env. Chop chop. We got a release to go. Come on. Million step per second training, minimum. Call it 2 million. Hurry it up or it's gonna be 3 million. Yeah. Oh, you need the game map, don't you? Okay. Well, that's not that bad. You need the game map. This gives you handle object. And then pi object game handle. And then just autocomplete and don't screw it up for once. It's so basic, it's just so annoying. AI path buffer, AI path. Yeah, that should be it. Okay, so we do this AI path bullshit loading. And then we do init MOBA. Game. AI buffer. I'm inputting to the AI is the current grid, and then the starting grid. Make second grid rather than contain the array. Wait, should I make the second grid rather than contain the array and make all numbers 0, 1? No, so what you should do is you should pass a 2D array, you should pass a, okay, look, this is what you should pass. You're gonna get a quick lesson on obs encoding. All right, so what you want to do is you want to pass a 3D block of numbers. Okay, and then this dimension here, this is the 2 channels. Okay, so like if you cut it like this, it has 2. And then this, whatever, this is like 9, and this is 9. Okay, so you have your initial board here, and then you have your final board. And then what you do is before you pass into the neural network, not in the env, you do 1 hot. Nine. Or actually it's 10, because there are 10 possibilities. I think it's 0 through 9, right? So there you go. You don't want to hot encode it in the env. You want to hot encode it in the network, because it improves data bandwidth. And that is only transmitting. You also do it in char, by the way. Like, you can make this thing a char. And then this is literally 162 bytes, right? 9 by 9 by 2. It's 162 bytes, which is good ob size. And with that, you should be able to hit. Well, comms are kind of slow, so I guess it depends on the data format you end up using. You should be able to at least hit 1 or 2 million steps per second. How many inputs? You would have a total of 161 inputs if you're using a flat network, and then it's 161 but structured with a conv. 9 by 9, 9 times 9 times 2. TED Talks do not contain any technical content, so I would hope it is somewhat more useful than that. Oh, geez. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna suck. Yeah, I forgot I had to do all this crap. Well, it's just the logging for this kind of sucks. There's a lot of it. Fine bet. Okay, so I think I can keep the player log structure. Yeah, I can keep the player structure, and then all this. So this is gonna all get moved to add log. This is add log. hang on. Yes. And then this goes here. This takes MOBA star env. Okay, so this part is chill. All right, this part is pretty chill. So in order to get all these damn metrics, the only way I can do it like 200 lines of logs, isn't it? Yeah, it's just gonna be 200 lines of logs. I mean, I can just do one of them as an example. This is not neural MMO. Neural MMO is easy. But do start the repo, it helps me out a lot. Feed Kugelfish, yes. I'm just gonna do this first. I'm just gonna do like the first agent. Because then after that I can like okay, so this is what needs to happen here. So we delete all this garbage. Then this add log thing. Then we have to do log.radiant. I misspelled radiant, didn't I? Isn't it with an E? It totally is, right? Oh no. Wait, what? Why were there a whole bunch of results spelled with E? Okay, I don't know why the word looked wrong to me. That's spelled right. Yeah, so that's what I was hoping it would just autocomplete all this. Okay. So that is the initial. This actually gets rid of all this. So, there is going to end up being a ton of boilerplate on this. And this. But let's see if we can actually make this thing... Ah, shit, wait, we have... It has to go into the binding file as well. Because of course it has to go into the frickin' binding file. Blech. Whatever, let's see if it works. No, this was the special function we needed for mobile was just this little thing here. And, like, unpacking that was a pain. But it's not that bad. This probably has to go below MOBA, right? Is the speed of function using... you don't need to inline everything. That's kind of dumb. You only need to inline, like... You should only be inlining stuff if you, like... if you have a function that you're calling that you know you're calling a bajillion times in a loop. Yeah. Bet learns a thing today. I'm surprised you actually know about that, Weston. Usually people don't learn low-level stuff for a while. Damn it. Yeah, this one is a pain to port. Log. Yep. Okay, good. We are happy. You want me to ignore action masking? I thought, are we not respawning cars, Spencer? Oh, action, wait, action masking. Yeah, no, just, oh, for the new yeah, just ignore the hell out of that and give it a small negative reward that you can sweep. We'll crush SB3 even without without action masking, screw that. Action masking is a total pain in the ass to implement efficiently as well. Like, computing the action mask generally is really a slow operation. Like, nah, we're not doing that. New M should be called Digger. That is a terrible idea, Bet. I think we'll call it Terraform. It's a bad idea for the same reason that the Zig programmers are very stupid for calling themselves Ziggers with a Z. It's very easy to have a slip of the tongue with that. Look, I told the Zig guys, all right? They should call themselves Zigzagoons. Because they write Zig and they're a bunch of goons. What? What is that circumlocutory? No, I know what the big word means. I just, do you? Because you keep using that word. I don't think you know what it means. Go look up the word and see if you think you used it correctly. If you're gonna be like, oh, big word hard, Joseph. Yes, exactly. Which has nothing to do with what I was saying originally. Did we move Puffer yet? Net? Yes, it's in extensions, and I probably didn't push the fix that fixes the locals build script, huh? I will do that because I fixed it in the build script as well. I just think I forgot to push it. The word you're looking for is malapropism. That. Yeah, okay. How did you predict my problem? I've been doing things a while, alright? I know all, I see all, and I tell all for a price. Alright, now this runs locally again. Now, I don't know why this thing doesn't seem to like to use its queue. There seems to be something screwy with the queue. I don't know what the heck happened with this thing's queue. Now it works. Weird. Well, we'll leave this alone for now. Can we get it to build? How user control code. What do you mean user control code? User controlling. Oh, yeah, any of the M's, literally. They just all have like a hold shift. Like all the M's have like a hold shift. I think neural MMO is just tap control. But yeah. In neural MMO, it's more complicated because I wanted to give you a toggle instead of a clutch. But everything else is while you're holding shift, your actions go instead of the neural net. Like all the M's on the website, they say under them if you just hold shift. Well, there is logic required in the renderer, right? It doesn't really matter where you put it. You can put it in the env or you can put it in the .c file. But you need to put like user input controls, right? Oh, jeez, this entity D type garbage. Do I still use this? Please say I don't. Okay, thank God I don't actually use it. I did not want to deal with that right now. Okay. I bother you in Veasley. I want this bloody M ported today so I can be done. The goal. Is user control only possible? I think it's weird when you run it through Torch. I haven't messed with it much. It probably depends where you put the code. If you put the code in the .h file and then I mess with a couple of things, you can probably have it be done locally. I haven't bothered making sure it works, but you can probably do it. It would be good in your case, probably, to have something where, like, if you hold shift, they try to follow the mouse or something. That would be cool. Right, so this is this. Boom. 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 Agent speed, discretize, reward death. Okay. For this. Forgot to do the C close thing. Is it render map? It's probably this function. Render game. This is going to be C render. Okay. And then game renderer. This has to have int frame. Okay, so we do like this, MOBA, do if. Is there a thing in it? Game. Oh, this is actually a thing. Okay, so we do cell size. $32, $41, $23. Probably this. Okay. Quote frame. Frame is 12. And on it. Great. Okay. We gotta do the thing. So this is gonna hopefully give us a full stack trace, so we'll just be able to see exactly where it is seg faulting, and we'll be able to fix it and move on. I'd like to fix this before 6. So I can just go get dinner, call it a day, get rest. Go again tomorrow. Do I not call this function? I probably don't call this. State. Game map. It's segfaults on game map, really? Read file. No, this is calect. This should be allowed. This should be totally allowed. Game map handle. Quargs game map. What the heck would this be? Is this really correct? This is what we're doing? I guess. No, this is here. This is fine. The C code uses the same file, this same function. Okay, so this erroring in nvenit. Wait, hang on. It's erroring in myinit is an nvenit of 41. Item string. Game map handle. Oh, you dummy. IDict get item. Just go grab. Oh, I don't, yeah, this tower climb thing is not right at all. It literally can't be. Now I have to fix that as well. But what we can do is Let's see if this does it. How do you unpack a dictionary? Oh wait, so PyDict get item. So quargs. So then this should be correct. So it should be get item here. All right. Well, I gotta go get dinner. I will be back probably after this to finish this. So follow this on. Well, start the repo to help me out, and